Hello, everybody, and welcome to this Minisode of the Calypso Cigar Review Podcast. I am Brandon Luna.
I'm Randy Rankin.
And I am Cigar Deet Nate.
Also known as Nate. How's it going, Nate?
Really? Or no, we're not transforming Nate again.
Cigar Deet Nate.
I'm Cigar Deet Nate.
You guys could lick both my balls.
It's
like,
like fucking Eeyore in the corner over there. Oh, well, I guess I'll give the deets.
What are we smoking today? Where are we? We're at the lovely Calypso. What's it called? The Calypso Cigar Shop and Lounge in Richardson, Texas.
Yeah, I don't even think we said that.
We didn't say it now because we forget where we're at sometimes.
Yeah, no, you did.
We did?
Did we? Okay.
You did.
I like it when I get those messages right in the middle of the show.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
That's awesome.
Fuck you, Toshiba.
Ding, ding.
That's way too much of the curtain being pulled back. You gotta quit that shit.
We like to pull back curtains.
All right. To answer your initial question there, Brandon,
Okay.
we are the smoking...
Son of a bitch! 7 new software updates?
Fuck Toshiba, man.
Fucking goddamn laptop.
We are smoking the Ortega Serie D Maduro Lancero.
Nice. A Maduro Lancero.
All right. So the country of origin is Nicaragua, made by the My Father Cigars factory, which is kind of cool. This is like our 4th My Father cigar in as many weeks.
Seems like it.
They make a lot of cigars.
They do for a lot of people. For a lot of people.
So the wrapper is Mexican San Andreas, binder is Nicaraguan, filler is Nicaraguan. It is a 6.5 by 38. So right there, it is the perfect Lancero size.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually released March 15, 2013, so it's relatively new.
Relatively new.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I got this box sent to me by Ozzy74 from Stogie Friends, so big thanks to Ozzy for the box.
Got a nice pigtail.
This was part of, they do these things on Stogie Friends where they have these like, hey, you join this contest and we're all going to bomb a shit out of each other, and you basically get paired up with someone. I was paired up with him, so we sent stuff back and forth to each other. This is one of the things he sent me, so
cool.
Big thanks for that.
Well, I'm going to cut with our Monte Cristo cigar scissor donated to us by Altadis USA, and the great Eddie Gavito.
Eddie Gavito.
We do need to write a song about Eddie.
You don't want me to do that.
Better than you're not writing it.
This,
I'll put some porn music in it.
The wrapper is very toothy on this. It's got a lot of raised little bumpities on it, and it's a good looking color to it though.
Mm-hmm. Cold draw is tight, but it's a Lancero.
Yeah.
And 38's actually a little small for Lancero.
I like 38 for
No,
Lancero.
38's the perfect Lancero.
7 by
dude.
40 is generally
No.
typical Lancero.
Might be, but it's not the perfect Lancero.
That's personal preference, really.
As with everything.
So my draw's just fine. And it's
It was a little hint of cocoa and a little hint of spice.
yeah, a little chocolatey.
What are we pairing with today?
Well, Bellhaven again.
Bellhaven Scottish Ale.
It's like that's what we drink.
That's the official, non-official drink. They should sponsor us.
The non-official beer of the podcast.
It's tasty stuff. It pairs well with cigars, so I like it.
It does.
Pairs very well.
Pairs well with pretty much everything, really. Not spinach.
I haven't tried it with pizza yet. I bet it's good with pizza.
Oh, it's great with pizza, dude.
Yeah, I bet it's
Oh
good
my
with
God.
pizza.
Ooh.
There's not much that doesn't
coming
go
right
great
out of
with
that.
pizza.
Yeah, I've got waftage because I puffed a little while ago. It's still wafting.
Yeah, some serious waftage.
Yeah,
Ooh, me like you so
I'm
far.
thinking this is going to be
Very
a good
chocolatey.
one. Mm-hmm.
I've had the Ortega Serie D before, but in a different size. I've never had the Lancero, so I'm really looking forward
And the
to
Maduro?
this. Yeah.
Does it come in a different wrapper?
Yeah, it comes in a bunch of different sizes.
Okay. Or no wrappers? Or is it all just Maduro? Is the
I
Serie
don't
D
know.
all Maduro?
I don't know.
Maybe
Cigar
it's-
Deep Nate should look that up.
Should I?
Maybe.
But that seems like something you should have asked me off camera.
Should have. But, you know,
Thanks-
hey, we're all
thanks.
about
I think I
camera.
still have it here.
The bottom of that bus
So the
tastes
Serie-
fantastic.
The Serie D Maduro comes in, the 4.5 by 48, 7 by 46, 5 by 46, 5.5 by 50, 6 by 52, 5 by 52, 6 by 60, and the Lancero size.
Nice.
Thanks for stealing my thunder there, you bitch.
You're welcome. You were taking too long.
I was not.
You were too busy eating the bumper of a bus. That I threw you under.
Dick.
Nice. Nice.
Lanceros.
I love Lanceros.
Name some of your favorite Lanceros. I know yours. I'm going to say it already. The Tempest Creo.
I love that.
Oh, yeah.
Love that one.
That's one of your favorites.
I love the Oida Nicaragua Antonio 1970.
That's a good one.
That is
That's
a
tasty.
kick in the balls, but it's good.
That's very good, yeah.
I like that Herrera Esteli Lancero.
I haven't had that yet.
I know.
Looking forward to it.
We need to try that sometime. Or you need to try that sometime.
We need to review that.
They need to give it to us.
Yeah. It's a
they need to give us one.
Then we're not going to review it.
Well, it's limited. No, we can get some somewhere.
The shelf over there.
What's another Lancero that I really like?
You know mine, L40.
Yeah, I liked that. I've only had it the one time, and we were really drunk.
Very, very tasty Lancero. My all-time fave.
We were really drunk and mapped out an entire script for a movie.
Completely forgot.
And recorded it on his iPhone, but that was when we didn't realize your iPhone speaker wasn't working, so we lost all the notes from this movie.
Yep.
And it was from a dream I'd had, and I don't remember the dream either. And then we kind of elaborated on the dream, and man, it was really good. We were really excited about it, and then nothing.
We might have not been so excited about it after we listened to it because we were really drunk.
Maybe.
Might have been like,
but that dream was awesome.
And then this guy was, drunken speeches.
Still would have liked the idea, but we wouldn't have understood what we were saying.
Yeah. We would have been like, really? We thought that was a good idea? Who knows?
I don't know.
Was that the same day of the ankle thing?
Mm-mm.
No, that was a different day.
No, it was a different day. That was the first time I went over there when that was incident free. Well, except for you.
So
that was the night you got hammered, and I had left my jacket or something. I had to come back and pick up my jacket.
It was
and your
pants,
daughter answered the door.
The story.
It might have been pants.
It was your pants.
It might have been pants because I changed to
pants.
shorts because it got hot. And so I go to pick him up because I think my wallet was in it.
Yeah,
that's what it was. And her daughter answers the door. She goes, "He's not doing well."
I was trying to keep up with this guy, and that was when we first started.
We've done a few. It's the first time I'd come over because your wife went out of town. And
I hadn't really been drinking a whole lot at that point, so I had to build up my tolerance, which I do have now. Sad to say.
We were doing karaoke and shit like that. It was fun.
That was good times, man.
It was fun.
Back then, I could have a fifth of something and make it last a long time. Now it's like halfway gone. Like I'm not even drunk. Shit. Which really sucks.
I know when that happens. I know. I noticed when I'd get the handles, like I used to go like 10 days with a handle, and then it dropped to about 7. And then when it got to about 3, that's when I said, I got to stop this. One, I can't afford it. Two,
no,
should not be able to go through a handle in 3 days.
You just have to downgrade your liquor there.
Yeah, but
if you're going through
bad.
That's part of my stomach shit was that drinking the bad
You
crap.
drink the shitty stuff, the cheap stuff, and you feel like shit the next day. Like no matter what you do, you just don't feel right. Even if you hydrate, even if you do everything. If you drink the better stuff, you can be completely fine the next day.
That is only true because
we're old.
You feel comfortable drinking a large amount of the cheap shit because it's cheap.
Yeah,
you're not gonna go and drink.
They call it rot gut for a reason.
Yeah,
and it was rotting my gut.
I can drink Woodford Reserve. I can drink most of a bottle of Woodford Reserve. Drink some water, go to bed, and be fine the next day. I drink most of the bottle of what the hell that crap
Evan
is.
Williams Green.
Yeah, or old Granddad, and I feel like shit the next day.
Well, okay, remember I was feeling bad, and last week I hadn't had whiskey in a week, and we did the Makers.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt fine the next day. So I thought, I can try bourbon again. So I got this one at Total Wine that I'd never had before. I thought, okay, I'll try that. It's a little more than the Evan Williams, so it's got to be a little better. I felt like crap again. So,
what was it? Do you know what it was?
I don't remember. Something Creek. No, it wasn't that Paddington Creek. That's what I want. No, that's expensive stuff.
Rebecca Creek, it's expensive, but I wasn't really a big fan of it. I got a bottle. I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be great.
That's because you dropped it on the ground.
Yeah, but I had it before that.
What?
I liked it a lot.
You dropped a bottle of Rebecca Creek on the ground.
Yeah,
it shattered.
My dad will murder you.
It wasn't my fault.
If he hears that.
I guys put it in a paper bag and it just ripped open and dropped.
That happened to me. I bought a bottle of wine the other day. I got home and the bag. The way I was carrying other stuff, I guess the bag had turned just sideways enough that it slid out of my hand. Just crashed wine all over the floor. Like
that's horrible when that happens.
Floor of your car, right?
No, it was the house.
Oh,
but remember that was the night. That night we were referring to, the first night when you weren't doing well, was the night because we both bought that Macallan set. We each got a Macallan set with glasses or a Glenmorangie or something. And I stuck mine in the trunk because I had opened it the night before, so I didn't want to drive with it. And I guess during the process, my baseball bag shifted and was on top of it. And so I was trying to pull and the bag got stuck, so I went like that, and the bag of booze was right next to it and went right over my shoulder. I was watching it fly over my shoulder. No.
Damn.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was like a bottle with 2 glasses in it.
Yeah, I know. And I love the glasses, too. So,
I actually lost a full bottle of really nice vodka in my trunk like last week.
That's an oxymoron. Nice vodka.
I went to because I got to my friend's house and I went to pull it out of my trunk and it's like empty. Like,
oh no!
What? And so I'm doing this number around the trunk and I get to a spot and there's like a puddle,
Ah.
and it's right over my battery.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
nice.
And luckily, it's got that plastic, like the lift out piece. It's got like this plastic undercarriage or whatever, so it didn't really, fry my car. But
Jeez.
it
That still
sucked,
sucks.
man. It was like
That
a
sucks.
$60 bottle, $70 bottle of vodka that I lost.
Wow.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Well, this is a Minisode, so
Yep. All right, everybody, we're back for the second third of the Ortega Serie D Maduro Lancero.
nice.
And what do you think?
I'm liking it. It's changing a little.
I'm getting a.
I'm
kind
getting
of
a cedary pepper spice.
Yeah, I'm getting like a. There's a couple cigars to me that have kind of a meaty core to them that kind of remind me of meat in that they're full bodied and they have kind of that flavor of like charred meat.
Yeah.
And this is one of them.
Yeah, I can see that a little bit.
Similar to like the Headley Grange has that kind of flavor to it to a degree. The Four Kicks, but not so much. And definitely there's an earthiness to it
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
There's like a greedy earth.
It's a nice smoke. I've got another good ash going. The burn's not great, but it's not bad. It's nothing that needs replacing. Can you replace my burn?
Mine was off at the
Relighting,
start,
perhaps?
and it's definitely evened out at this point, so that's
Yeah.
good. And I mean, it's not easy to roll a good Lancero, so that speaks to the construction of the cigar that it would correct itself, and
Yeah, and it's getting very good ashes.
yeah,
You know?
good inch worth of ash before you have to ash it, and it's kind of leaning a little bit.
A little
but
bit.
It's definitely a tasty smoke with a great construction and a good flavor profile. I'm digging it.
Nice.
That retrohale will get you though.
Yes. Oh yeah, got me in the
Will
break.
get you. Hardcore style.
Got me in the break. That's Pedro entering the room behind us.
What's up, Pedro?
Pedro Haley.
It's
he
his
just Fat
birthday
Albert us?
today.
He did. Hey.
He just totally Fat Albert us. Have you seen those cartoons recently?
No, there was a new Fat Albert?
No, the old school ones.
Oh no.
They actually aged pretty well.
Did they?
Yeah, because I mean, they're written by Bill Cosby and
And he was a
did
genius
all
then.
did
you know.
all the voices and stuff, and they are still pretty darn good. And the thing I didn't really notice as a kid watching those, they have a lot of good messages in those.
Yeah, they
cartoons,
did.
Man.
Yeah, they
actually
did.
they had a purpose. They weren't just goofy for goofy's sake.
Yeah, that was when Saturday cartoons were educational because you had Fat Albert, which was very educational, very social values and just how to be a good person kind of things. And then you had, of course, the what you call it, the School of Rock stuff.
Yep. HR Puff and stuff, which was for druggies.
You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah, I know
Just
what
a
you're
Bill. What
talking
was it called?
School of Rock.
School of Rock. That's right.
Oh, Schoolhouse Rock.
Schoolhouse Rock, that's
is what
right,
it's called,
yeah.
yeah. Electric Company.
Yeah.
Electric
The
Company.
Electric
Sesame Street was very
Sesame
educational.
Street
Mr.
was, yeah.
Rogers was educational.
Yeah.
You know?
And what's funny is a lot of that stuff came from the ghetto. Sesame Street takes place on Harlem.
Yeah.
And Fat Albert, is all in the
Ghetto,
ghetto stuff. So
yeah.
it's weird that was like the thing. That was a way to teach kids to, I guess,
Well, that's been Cosby's thing. Is he
Not
wants people
shoot
to
each
elevate
other?
themselves.
no, just to, be okay
the best
with-
person you
yeah,
can be,
the
be
best
better.
person you can be, and not look
You
at
know?
people for the skin color and everything else that goes along with
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
And,
I don't think we teach our kids that enough today. But
I liked Mushmouth. Mushmouth was funny.
yeah, Mushmouth was funny. But
I
great show.
don't believe it.
It's on Amazon Prime. If you happen to have Amazon Prime, all the episodes are there,
Right.
so that's cool.
That's the tool.
Cool stuff.
Donkey.
Nate just asked me to give him my tool.
I said pass the tools,
All
plural.
right, so how many of you people actually have cable here at this table?
I do, but I don't remember the last time I used it.
Yeah. Do you have cable? You don't have cable.
I have
You
cable. Yeah,
Okay.
cable.
You
Yeah, but I
share-
don't pay
you have
for
a
it.
roommate, though,
yeah,
so
I
yeah.
don't pay for it.
Yeah, I don't have cable. So we haven't had cable for probably close to 7 years, and we have
Dunkashinde.
free cable, but it's we
Yeah.
don't watch it because it looks like garbage. So
Right.
mostly we just get our shows elsewhere, streaming and stuff like that. And,
Yeah.
I think that's becoming a big thing now. And there was some news actually about something that I don't know if a lot of people were using it, but I guess a lot were because it became a thing and it went to the news. But Aereo was a service that was offered that basically these people, what they did was they said, okay, well, all the local channels are out there. They're free. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those local channels and we're going to allow you to use our antennas to view them, and we'll give you a DVR service for $8 a month.
Nice.
So they did that for about 2 years, and FCC sued the shit out of them, and they finally won the court case. So they're closing down Aereo. And my mom was using that because she's so far out that she can't get really antenna reception with anything out there, and she's mad because she was using that like crazy because it was basically all the locals plus a couple movie channels and stuff, for $8 a month,
Yeah.
with the DVR for 10 hours recording time.
Right.
So
Right.
that's a shame that happened. They
Yeah,
could
it
work
is.
something out.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show you how scared the cable companies are and stuff about where everything's going.
Yeah, with streaming
And
and
it really,
all
a lot of
kinds of
people are seeing it as them just slamming, the next generation of television. Saying, They're gonna slam the door on it and figure out a way to make money off of it, basically.
Yeah. Well,
Because
that's what they do.
I know a lot of people where I work at, in a big corporate office. I'd say about half the people around me don't have cable. They just watch Netflix. They watch Hulu. They watch Amazon Prime. That's what they do for their entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's what I do.
but I have cable, but I have like 4 channels that I actually watch. Fox Sports Southwest for Rangers games.
Yeah.
And I know what number that is. MTV for Ridiculousness and Teen Wolf, and I know what number that is.
Yeah.
And Fox for 24. So, I mean, I go to 4 channels, and maybe ESPN 2 sometimes.
And that's the big thing. If you really look at what you're watching, 9 times out of 10, what you're watching is probably free stuff. It's like Fox and FX or what I guess FX is Fox, but Fox, ABC, NBC. Maybe AMC is really about the only thing I watch that would be considered cable.
Yeah, basic cable.
So yeah, I mean, basic regular over-air TV is kicking the crap out of cable right now.
Yeah.
So I think they're really seeing that, and even if you look at some of the stuff that they're offering, like Dish Network offers, like it's $20 for 55 channels. You look at the 55 channels, there's nothing in there you want to watch. It's like you don't get Discovery, you don't get AMC, you don't get Sci-Fi, you don't get anything. You get a bunch of garbage. You get religious channels, Spanish channels, and like QVC, and then like 5 channels.
Not even History Channel or anything?
No History Channel either. Like
That sucks.
So
So
it's
no
horrible.
Pawn Stars?
Yeah, no Pawn Stars.
I know Pawn Stars. That life would suck. I always forget that I like that show. When we're talking about TV shows, but that's a show you don't have to watch it all the time.
No, there's
you
there's nothing really to follow.
Yeah, so it's just whenever you find it.
reality TV, yeah.
It's improv scripted reality TV, but it's
Yeah.
still, it's educational and it's fun to watch. But
There's some history,
yeah,
attached to that.
you learn stuff on there. I mean, like I learned that Mount Rushmore was supposed to be like 6 presidents, but they ran out of money, and because of the war, they didn't want to keep funding that project, so that's why they left it with 4.
I wonder who the other two were.
I don't know.
gonna be.
That's a good question. And he might have told it, but I was probably drinking. But yeah, you learn shit like that on that show, so I like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
I don't think you necessarily learn anything from like American Pickers, but
you learn some history. Like we learned about the history of that motorcycle tonight. Those KRs. I didn't know anything about the KR.
You learn how to be friends from
Learn how to-
American Picker.
Yes,
American
yes, you
how to be
Pickers.
friends.
How to meet
Yes.
people and buy stuff from them. So
What?
be nice to them so that they'll buy stuff
Hey
from you.
man,
What do you
social
learn from
skills.
Honey Boo Boo?
Social skills
Oh, no, that
are
stuff's
important
crap.
life
I wouldn't want
lessons.
that at all. Yeah.
Valuable life lessons.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The reality shows
guess.
I like are the stuff where you learn stuff
Who
or
cares
people
about
get
people?
Yeah.
hurt. I like the reality shows where you learn stuff like Pawn Stars, American Pickers, or where you get hurt, like in Ridiculousness and Wipeout. That's it.
This is hard for me to watch sometimes. Not only number one because of the host. I hate the host.
I love
Oh,
the
yeah,
host.
he's
He's
I want to
awesome.
punch that
Rob
guy.
Dyrdek's
I want
cool.
to punch
No,
that guy in
he's
the
not.
nuts.
That dude does a lot for his community. He
He's
gives
still
a lot back.
douchebag. I can't stand him. He's
Rob
such a-
Dyrdek.
There's a word for him that I don't want to use it because it's offensive, but I hate that guy.
Does
I
it
like
rhyme with deer deck?
No, it rhymes with chiggers,
What?
Oh.
but it starts with a W. Yeah, he's.
Oh, I don't think
That's
he's
still
that.
pretty offensive.
I-
I
It
know,
is
that's what I'm
offensive.
saying. I didn't say it.
I don't think
That's-
he's that.
I think that's
Nah.
like one of the 4 words I won't catch myself saying.
Exactly. I don't
That's
like that
bad,
guy.
dude.
I just don't like him. And the people that are on there, I don't like. But I like the videos, so I'll fast forward through that junk and watch the videos. But some of those are hard to watch though because people hurting themselves. Yikes.
I like that though. That's fun.
America likes that. I wonder if that's the same way in other countries. I guess a lot of those videos are from people in Russia, so
Yeah.
I guess they like watching themselves get hurt.
Wipeout's in
too.
180 countries. There's a
Yeah?
there's a version of Wipeout in over 180 countries.
I wonder what the
And it's
chicks
called
look like in the
Wipeout.
other countries.
And I've seen a few of them. Nothing
Great.
There was
really.
one in Australia that was kind of cute,
Yeah.
and she actually did an episode in American, like season 2. And I was looking at it on Amazon, and people were pissed. Where's
Was there
the
a reason why Jill was off the show for a while?
Yeah, because she wanted to go and try acting, and she got Teen Wolf,
Oh, okay.
and then nothing else happened. And
You know what is going away, thank God finally, is all the singing shows.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
the singing shows are kind of tanking.
now there's a new one right after Wipeout. There was one, Raising the Voice, something. What's it called?
Gone.
Raising Him. No, it was the first episode.
Voices, they're all canceled.
The Voice is gone?
Yep.
Really? I didn't know that. See, I didn't
Now,
watch any of that.
now there
garbage,
was a
so I don't-
there was a series premiere right after Wipeout of something on Sunday. Can't remember what it's called, like Raising Your Voice or something. I don't know what it was called.
Last season.
No,
Yeah.
American Idol's going to go anher 5 years.
Easy.
Ugh,
Easy.
American Idol.
I can't believe I watched that for the first 5 or 6 years.
I mean, they
Pedro, they can't hear you on the mic over there, buddy. It's like we're having a conversation with nobody. No.
Yeah, we're going. We're still going, man. We're just talking about television right now.
That's okay, Pedro.
Our ghost
Thought we
of a
were-
host, Pedro Haley.
The ghost.
The ghost of a host.
The ghost, yeah.
The ghost.
Jeez.
Anyway,
That's a Brandon
so
pronunciation.
Pedro's saying that all the singing shows are going away. I still think The Voice does really well. I think America's Got
I don't know the voice.
Idol. America's Got Idol. America's Got
America's
Idol.
Got Idol.
American Idol's still going big. And like I said, ABC's got that one that just started this week. So
I don't know, man.
I don't think they're going away.
The Voice is they're losing hosts left and right.
Let me
Or judges.
interject. I know I'm off camera, but I read a New York Times article saying that
He read a New York Times article that said
their ratings
that the
are
ratings
tanking.
are tanking.
Yeah, they're tanking, but that doesn't mean they're going away. They're still American Idol still does 12 million viewers on a, and that's considered bad because they used to do 18 or 20.
Yeah.
We were just bragging that 24 won its time slot at 5.7 million.
Yeah.
So 12 million is still twice what 24 is getting. They're not getting rid of those shows.
Yeah.
I wish they would, but they're not going to. Not
So,
for a while.
I would like to see more scripted shows, more drama, more action, more stuff like that. But what can you do? Yeah.
They can't compete with
So, what do you think of the second third of this?
It smoothed out,
Yeah.
but it probably intensified on flavor notes.
Yeah, definitely different flavor notes in the second third. It's
And
delicious.
it's a tasty cigar.
I'm digging it.
I
All right, we're
like
going to take another break. We'll come back for the last third.
And that's recorded.
Yeah, but that's not going to be the
That's not going to be.
All right, we're back for the last third of the Ortega Serie de Lancero Maduro. And it is darn tasty.
I'm a D-band. I should have done that during the break.
Is it D-band or unbanned? Or
Disband. We're breaking up the
disband.
band.
Ah, fucking
Breaking up
Yoko.
the band!
Fucking Yoko,
Fucking
man.
Yoko.
Fucking Yoko. But he loved her, man. He loved her.
All right,
We're
other
recording?
horrible. Yeah, we are.
Okay.
recording.
Other horrible women that split up bands. Go.
That chick from that movie.
Courtney Love.
Yeah.
She
Courtney
kind
Love.
of.
That's not the one I was thinking of. I'm thinking of fictional ones.
That thing you do?
Courtney Love. Yeah.
Liv Tyler and that
Oh,
thing you
there's
do?
the other one.
Oh,
too,
that's
the,
other one.
the what's the guy? The Richard Linklater
Yeah.
one. Whatever that was.
All right, that topic went nowhere.
Yeah, it did.
I will
'cause our-
quit coming up with
I
those.
don't know who other.
I don't know.
besides-
Who else?
is there
I don't know.
anything going
That's
on
gotta
with
be
Pink
something.
Floyd and a girl?
I don't know about breaking up a band, but breaking up a nice friendship was when George Harrison, or was it Eric Clapton, stole George Harrison's wife?
Yeah. Oh,
and he wrote Layla about it.
Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
a train wreck. That
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
situation there.
Yep.
To be fair, so was the band, really.
I like Fleetwood
Had a
Mac.
couple good
Yeah,
albums in them.
I went there.
I like
What are you gonna
Rumors.
do?
I liked whatever the other one was.
Tusk was okay song-wise, but the
Yeah.
mix was so bad on it. They had to go back in and remix that, and it cost
Yeah.
a lot of money for that album. But I like Fleetwood Mac. No, nothing wrong with Fleetwood Mac.
I like Fleetwood Mac to a degree. Certain, I can take some of it, but not all of it.
I used to
Man.
hate Fleetwood Mac until I started listening to what was on the radio at the current time and went, Fleetwood Mac's better than this.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather hear a Fleetwood Mac song now.
Yeah,
But
for
anyway.
sure. Other women that broke up bands or were involved in a brand getting broken up. Let's see.
How about women that broke up brands?
Brands.
I don't know. It's just that's
I
what
thought you were
said.
going to quit coming up with topics.
Damn. All right.
Let's come up with a topic.
Let's do that.
Let's leave Nate out.
All right.
Just teasing.
I'll retire to the television, bitches.
Cigar Date Nate is gone. I offended him again.
And he's making all kinds of noise leaving too. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Yeah, this isn't a recording or anything.
Jeez.
God.
Oh, can't do it.
So you're gonna trash all of that, right? Start
Should we?
Let's let it go.
We'll just keep
let it
going.
roll.
This is our show, people.
That's all right. That's what it
God.
is. Okay, similar topic, and you brought up Jill leaving Wipeout,
Okay.
and she came back, so she did fine. But let's talk about people that left hit shows thinking bigger and better,
Oh,
and it
God,
didn't
there's
happen
so
to
many
them.
of
But
those.
there's some good ones
So
though.
many of those.
Shelley Long,
Yep. David Caruso.
David Caruso, Jimmy Smits.
Yeah, NYPD Blue had a history of those, man.
I know they did. It's like the show get real popular. Oh, I'm gonna go make movies.
Yep.
I'm gonna be rich.
What's his name? William Peterson from CSI.
Yeah,
Yep. Left CSI.
nice move.
Yeah. Good job, guy. Made a whole lot of movies.
ER
since
was famous. Anthony Edwards.
then. And then George Clooney.
Yeah, but you know what he did, and I admired him. His contract was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting like $600,000 a year, something like that, in the 6th or 7th season.
That's horrible.
That is, considering how
Almost
popular he was.
More than $500,000. That's horrible.
When you consider 20-something episodes, like 30 grand an
I know,
episode,
I
that
know,
is
that's
horrible.
still-
He was the most
still-
popular guy on the planet.
Yeah.
But he honored his contract. Never fought for more money. Never did it. He just honored his contract.
Yeah.
Then it was over. Said, "Now I'm
See
going
ya."
to go kick some ass."
Yep, and
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys we talked about that does more than just acting, and he's going to be around for a long time. He produces a lot, directs. Talented guy.
Yeah,
I was not a
absolutely.
fan of his at all when he was doing ER. I was just tired of did that same thing. He always said something and turned his head like a dog or whatever. I'm like, oh, God, get him off the screen. I want to punch him in his face. I was like, you can't do that when he's Batman because you can't move his fucking head. And that movie was awful. But anyway, he's made up for it. Him, Brad Pitt. There's a couple other actors that I was just like, oh, make him get off the screen. I hated him, and then I ended up liking him. So
You like Brad Pitt, really?
I think he's a pretty good actor. He's done some good movies. I like Fight Club's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, I mean, Fight Club's solid, don't get me wrong. And I've liked a couple. Wasn't movie Sleepers I thought was really good. But he did a movie that I cannot forgive him for. And even though I was willing to forgive the Jennifer Aniston thing and try to just watch him for his movies, I made the mistake of watching The Assassination of Jesse James.
Oh, that's such a
That's the
boring
worst.
ass movie.
That 3.5 hours of my life that I'll never
no,
get
I
back.
saw that in the theater with my dad.
You saw it in a theater?
with my dad because it's a western. He's like, "Let's go see it. It's a western." I'm like, "All right." We're sitting there and just like, "I'm gonna go get another refill on the popcorn." I'm just like bored out of my
my
freaking
God.
mind.
I was literally
Such
pissed off when that movie was over. I was like, I can't believe I sat through that.
And that movie was well received. It's
Very
got
well
high
received.
ratings and critics
it
loved
got
it. And
Academy Award nominations.
there's movies like that though, man, that I don't get it. Why are the reviews good for this movie? And you feel like a shit because it's like should I like this movie? I don't know. So many of those I don't get. A lot of the there's that one guy who's he's an artiste. He makes all these really odd movies and he's like supposedly a real asshole and actors like hate and love working with him at the same time.
Who?
Lars von Trier.
Oh, I've heard of him, yeah.
He does like all these like sexually, explicit movies with, big name actors, and then they don't do any box office, but he keeps making them. I don't know, but gets good
He's got
reviews. And
pictures
stuff,
of
but
somebody, I guess.
I can't watch his movies.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one of them I could sit there, and the rest I'm like, oh, make it stop. Such a beating. I don't know.
It is. But,
So who's some other people who left some shows that
well, the first one I really remember.
Meathead? Did he leave?
Yeah, he
Archie
kind of
Bunker?
did.
Yeah.
He kind of did, yeah.
He left Archie Bunker show.
Yeah, Archie
Your
Bunker,
princess.
yeah, exactly. He left Archie. But the first one I really remember was Flo on Alice.
Yeah.
And they even gave her own show, and it bombed. And she was too proud to come back to Alice. And I think she might have later. I don't remember if she ever did.
I don't remember. either.
But I remember that because she's just like the breakout character. Henry Winkler never did. He never left Happy Days. He just stuck with Happy Days. And he tried to do movies and,
Yep.
during hiatus.
But,
But, he never got too big for the show.
Ron Howard left though.
Ron Howard did leave.
But he
But he
went
wound
on
up with a good career, though.
bigger, better things. He became a
Yeah,
director.
he wasn't one of the dumb ones.
Yeah.
He
He was smart about going.
And he wasn't really big into acting anyway. He was just a child actor that
Yeah.
got popular. And
happened to get in that movie Graffiti. Was it
American Graffiti.
that turned into a television show that
yeah, and then so
There's quite a few of them. Though. I mean, there's a big history of people that have done that have just left shows too early
yeah.
and just really kind of killed their careers. But yeah,
If you got a good gig, stick with it. I mean, I understand you get tired of things after a while. I don't know if you read all those Q&A the other day, but Henson was asked why he left Talk Soup. And he was like, I did 1,200 shows. It's time to do
That's a
something
lot.
else now.
That's a lot of shows,
It's
yeah.
a lot of shows. But I forgot how much I like the Soup. It's called the Soup now, obviously, but back then. Every time I watch it, I laugh my ass off. Even when Henson was doing it, I loved it when he
Yeah.
was on there. And then the guy from Ted was good. What's his name?
crap, I can't.
Is he still the same guy doing it?
No, I don't think
Okay.
he's doing it anymore.
Because the guy that I saw the other day looked
Craig
a lot like.
Kilborn?
No,
No, it
he
wasn't
was
Craig
Daily
Kilborn.
Show. He was
Yeah.
Daily Show.
Who was he? From Ted.
Greg Kinnear was Talk Soup.
Greg
wasn't he?
Kinnear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good move, him leaving that for his movie career. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's in a nice movie
He
career.
wound up doing good. He kind of fell off the face of the earth though recently.
He was in something. Well, he had that TV show that got really good reviews, but bombed. But looked pretty funny, where he was the lawyer who had
Yeah.
shit going on.
I think
and
the
stuff.
last thing he did that was some kind of God movie recently or something.
Oh, did
The Letters from God or something.
Son of
I don't
God,
know,
something like that.
Yeah.
But I like Kinnear.
Yeah, I like Kinnear too. He's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
A better actor than I expected him to be, I think.
So was Henson before Kinnear or after Kinnear?
I don't know. I think he was after.
So he took over for Kinnear then. Okay.
And Aisha Tyler was doing it for a while.
Yeah. I only saw like one episode of her.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. Is it still on?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh,
I saw
it
one
is?
the other
Okay.
day. That's what made me think about it. Because Man, they had a weird group of people coming in and doing side bits with the host, and it was like Lou Diamond Phillips, Jamie Presley. It's like this weird B-list level of successful people, and they were doing these skits with the guy. It was actually pretty funny. They'd show a video, and then these people would come out and expand on the video.
Oh, yeah?
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, I never seen that.
Yeah. It was
I
just
stopped
the only one I
watching
saw
that a
last night.
long time ago.
That was the first episode I'd seen in years. Probably since Kinnear. Or Henson,
Yeah, so it
I
was
guess.
Top
Maybe
Soup
Henson.
from 91 to 2002, and then it became The Soup.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Let's see if we can find out who the current host is for The Soup. Drum roll, please. Some guy. Let me see if I can recognize this dude's face. Joel McHale.
John McHale.
Okay.
Was he the guy in Ted?
I don't think so. I don't know. Was he? I have no idea.
The guy that was
I
in
saw
Love-
Ted once.
Yeah, the guy that was in Mila Kunis' boss. That kept
Yeah,
flirting
I
with-
guess so, yeah.
think
He's on
that's him.
Community,
Yeah.
and then
that's
that
him.
just got canceled.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I'm surprised Community lasted as long as it did because it
Yeah,
didn't
it's gone.
it never did well in the ratings. The Office kind of carried it because The Office was the first half hour. And
Yeah.
so they got a lot of carryover from The Office.
Yeah.
Once The Office left, the ratings just died, but it still stayed on for a few years after
What's the
that.
other one that's like it? That's the same kind of similar to The Office.
School.
No, it's the one about with Amy Poehler or whatever.
Parks and Recreation.
Parks and Recreation.
But there's also nothing. Well, that might be Community that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Community is the school
The
one.
school,
Yeah. So
okay.
Park and Recreation and Community were
Yeah.
both kind of offshoots of
The Office kind of one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same creators and things like that.
Yep. And that
Yeah.
same theory of it's
The
a show being
mockumentary.
filmed.
Right. Yeah. And I really like Modern Family, but I watched the first season, loved it, and I've never really gone back to it. But I caught an episode the other night. It's funny.
It's still a funny show.
Funny show.
That's one of the ones that I do watch. I have very few sitcoms that I watch, and that's one of the few ones.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that. I liked Raising Hope, which got canceled.
I've gotten to where I
and,
can't watch laugh track shows.
Yeah.
The Office ruined laugh track shows for me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Except for, I can still go back and watch Friends. I can watch the older ones, stuff
Mm-hmm.
I grew up watching.
Yeah.
But a new sitcom, where like How I Met Your Mother, I can't. They laugh.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of How I Met Your Mother. A
I
lot
don't
of
want you
people
to.
love it, but
I don't want you to tell me when to laugh.
Yeah.
I want to hear a joke and think to myself, "That was funny. That was
Yeah.
funny." You know. But
yeah, gotta think that your audience is intelligent and let
Mm-hmm.
them actually laugh at it. But we talked about laugh tracks before. That they put it there for a reason.
No, there's a science behind
There
it.
is a
but
science behind it.
That's what makes the shows that are ballsy enough to say, "We're not gonna have a laugh track."
Yep.
That's what makes them better.
So what do you think? Last third.
It's really good. It's smoothed out a little in the middle. I'm feeling like it's getting a little peppier in the
Yeah, it's
end.
definitely I'm at the finger burning stage,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty bold. Definitely a lot of earth in the last third, a lot of spice. It's a great Lancero.
I would smoke this again.
Yeah, for sure.
What do they retail for?
I have no idea. And Cigar
And just for
Dictate is
future
gone.
reference, we didn't. If anyone watched that Merlion episode
Mm-hmm.
or listened to it, that cigar retails at $9.50.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We don't always do that, but it is nice for people to know what the cost of these things
Yeah,
are.
it is. It is good to know.
You know.
Ortega Serie de Maduro Lancero. Let's see what this bad boy goes for. What do you think the retail price on this is?
I would pay $8 to $9 for it.
Let's find out, shall we? Drum
Sure.
roll, please.
Joy to the world.
What?
What was that for?
What are you
Come
saying?
on. What was that for?
$8.25.
Oh, yeah, I'll pay that.
Yep.
I would pay
You're
that.
right on it, man.
Cool.
Cool.
Not bad.
Yep.
Because I'm a pro.
You are a pro.
Did you get my reference when I did the drum roll and then sang Joy to the World?
No. What was that from?
Christmas Vacation when I was getting ready to do the
okay.
lights.
That's right. Yeah. Good movie.
Great movie.
The last good vacation movie.
Yeah, Vegas Vacation was terrible.
It was horrible.
Did you see the one where it was just Randy Quaid and his wife?
No.
Hawaii Vacation? I didn't either. I just
No.
saw the box at the DVD store and went, no.
I will pass on that.
Nice.
Who knows if he's ever going to come back from Crazy Town and do anything? Who knows?
No, but what did I see him in the other day?
He was in something?
It's older, but I
Oh,
didn't know he was
okay.
in it. I was in a couple episodes of Blade,
Oh, was he? Okay.
very tiny, but he was playing a guy that was kind of like what he is now. He's a drunk,
Crazy guy. Yeah.
crazy guy. But
Him
it's too
and
bad.
Gary Busey, man.
Yeah. Ooh,
Drunk
they
crazy
should
guy.
be. I would watch that reality show. It's just them two living in a house together.
Jeez. That would be
That wouldn't last 2 days,
something else.
2
Yeah,
episodes, 'cause
they'd
they kill each other, yeah.
Exactly. All right, so as always, check out the full episodes of the show at all the places you can find us: iTunes, Podomatic, Stitcher, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, YouTube,
Twitter, Facebook.
and don't forget to check out our new Facebook. It's Calypso Cigar Review. It's
our
one
Facebook
review.
page?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can follow me at Twitter at RandyRankin43.
And you can follow me at Twitter at Captain Funky Pants, and we have the Calypso Cigar Rev Twitter as well.
Yes, and that's part of the giveaway.
Yes,
to go
it
in
is.
there and on our Facebook page, click on the giveaway, and the link is there, and it's also on the link to all our videos
So
of
go
our last
down-
couple of videos.
Go down those videos and get on that. We got the one through Reddit that ends on July 4th, and then the other one that ends at episode 75. We're going to cut it, and then episode 76 we will pick a winner
For the reveal.
20-pack of AJ Fernandez San Latano Habanos.
Nice.
Robusto size.
Robusto size, yeah.
Delicious cigar.
Yeah.
So as
over
always,
about $130, $140 value.
yeah,
Really.
great value there.
Yep.
So as always, it's been great smoking with you.
See you later, Brandon.
See you later, Randy.
See you, cunts.
You out of here?